Well, it's Tuesday, April the 2nd, and we're moving out of Ceduna from the airport caravan park. Sports ground. Smokey Bay and Districts Community Club Incorporated. There's a caravan park right on the water here, almost. Oh, there's the old jetty out there. Shop, there's fuel there. The Smokey Bay licensed store. The jetty here is a rebuilt jetty. Funding raised, government and public and country music muster help things along as well. Be nice if they could do something like that with the Esperance jetty. A few people out there fishing today, and there's a few on the end of the jetty having a fish as well. These jetties are all up and down the coastline in South Australia. Very few in WA, unfortunately. It's the Carnarvon jetty, the Busselton jetty and the Esperance jetty that come to mind immediately. And as you might expect, the caravan park is pretty full and it's pretty crowded. This is Smokey Bay. Well, that was Smokey Bay. Over there is a wrecking yard for tractors. Tractor and truck dismantlers, they call themselves. Okay, we've just turned off the main road. 2.4 kilometres down here is a place called Haslam. There's a boat ramp there. And as all these places, there's a jetty. Port Haslam was formerly called Perlubie Landing, and the jetty was built in 1914. They used to export grain and wool, and they used to import equipment and supplies, and the last cargo carrying vessel called in at Haslam in 1964. This is Perlubie Landing that we're just heading down into. I need to check, there's an island just there, big one. Camping ahead, it tells us. And yep, there's caravans and all sorts of things down here. I just hope we can turn around. Oh, this could be fun. Very interesting. We're going to go down and have a look at a little thing called Eba Anchorage, or Eba Anchorage. Eba Anchorage. And this is Eyre Anchorage. Launch the boats down there and out into the bay, basically. There's our island out there. So that was EBA, or Eba Anchorage. Oh, Elliot's Bakery and Cafe. District Council of Streaky Bay. There's the jetty down there. Oh, that's the main street up there. Right, starting to get my bearings a bit. If we find somewhere to park tonight that's relatively close to town, then we might come back in again. Or will it? Maybe it will. Waterhole. Okay, the plan is to go and have a look at Eyre's Waterhole. The Kiana well is also known as Eyre's Waterhole. This well is a historic site. It was an important water supply for the Nau, Wiradjuri and Calcutta people, and with early explorers such as Edward John Eyre. Eyre established his depot here in 1839 on his first expedition to the region. He used the site as a base camp when he returned in 1840 to make his famous expedition from Port Lincoln around the Great Australian Bight to King George Sound in Western Australia. His journal entry for the 3rd of November 1840 records, "This curious little hole contained water from 5 to 7 inches in depth, the level of which was maintained as rapidly as a person could bail it out. This was the sole supply for ourselves and horses, but it was a never-failing one." The well was also used by later explorers and remained important as a local water supply for the European settlers of the Streaky Bay district until a reticulated water supply was established in 1936. Edward John Eyre went on in his career to become the Governor of Jamaica before returning to England and retiring to Walredden Manor in Devon. He died in 1901, is buried alongside with his wife Adelaide Fanny, née Ormond, at St Andrew's Church in Whitford, Devon, UK.